One of the most popular lies that is still being told nowadays: detox. If you drink this fruit juice, if you use that tincture of whatever, if you go to infrared sauna, if you do hydrotherapy with that bath salt, if you brush your hair with this comb, if you follow the diet of whatever, if you get chiropractic treatment, and so on. These detox charlatans even manage to sell people crapes like washing the bowel and watering the colon. And let me clear this up: they don't reach people's intestines through the mouth. In this video, we will look at the detox myths and toxin charlatans which surrounded YouTube like a bug infestation and learn the essence of the matter. Detox actually means detoxification, meaning throwing out the toxins. Toxin, as the literal definition of the word, means natural poison. So every poison you may find in the nature is a kind of toxin. Let's say you are hiking in a rural area and guess what? A desert cobra, or as in the scientific name Volturinesia morgana, bites you. Although the possibility for a snake to bite you for no reason without you antagonizing it or encountering its nest is so low, but yeah, it is what it is. Yet we need to explain a critical difference here, since it is an important detail about the toxins. We may separate the vitality as two different groups according to the way of the toxins reach your body. The animals that can actively attack and inject the poison to you, and the animals you get the poison from because you tease with them while they are minding their own business. There are words used to describe the difference between these two groups. If a creature can attack and give their poison to you by biting or stinging, they are called venomous. If they defend themselves passively by using the poison, they are called poisonous. So the snake that has bitten you is a venomous animal since it can put poison in your body actively. However, for instance, rosebay or poison dart frog can be regarded as poisonous since they cannot use their poison unless you touch them. So let's go back to your case before that snake bite kills you. With the bite of venomous snake, approximately 75 grams poison has entered in your body. The poison of desert snake is neurotoxin, which means it is a mixture of molecules that attacks and kills the cell in your central or peripheral nervous system. Naturally, this isn't the only kind of toxin that you may encounter in nature. For instance, there are cytotoxins that crumble the cells, or cardiotoxins that weakens cardiac muscle, hematotoxins that crumble your red blood cells, phototoxins that make you vulnerable for the light, hepatotoxins that damage your liver. So the thing we call toxin is not one simple thing. Therefore, the solution for it cannot be just one practice like detox people claim. So they screw up even in basic biology. Besides, I said you get 75 grams poison, yet this amount might change from 1 gram to 200 according to the last time that snake inject poison and how in danger it felt. So is the effect of these amounts the same? Of course not. Don't forget, dose is everything. There's a dosage for every poison, not even poison only, for every molecule that they can harm and even kill you. It is generally measured through a system named LD50. Let's put it this way. Think about we gather 100 people and poison them with the same amount that increases gradually. Yet the same poison does not affect the same each individual since the amount of the poison is not the only determinant. So many factors can change the effect of the poison, like the condition of your defense mechanism at the moment, how active is your circulating system, and your general health status. Hence, the people in our horrible experiments start dying one by one according to the dosage that is increasing gradually. The half of our sample at the beginning, meaning the dosage that kills 50 people, is regarded as fatal dose. So fatal dose is not guaranteed to kill you, it has broadly 50% possibility to kill a person. For instance, LD50 value of desert snake is 0.4 mg per liber. So if a person is 175 pounds and get 32 mg neurotoxin of desert snake, they have 50% possibility to die. die. With a lower dosage, the possibility of death reduces. It is the same when it comes to medication. For instance, you may be prescribed 100 mg aspirin for a day for your health problems. Thus, your headache might stop, your arthritis might ease off, or the possibility of heart attack might decrease. However, if you take the same aspirin on the same day, not 100 mg but 16 grams, with 50% possibility, you would die. Paracelsus, the Swiss physician and alchemist who lived in 16th century, described this with these immortal words: "All things are poison, and nothing is without poison. The dosage alone makes it so a thing is not a poison." Or with a simpler phrase, the dose makes the poison. Paracelsus is so right. There is a fatal dosage even for water. For instance, if a person who is 175 pounds drinks 2 gallons of water within 1 or 2 hours, with 50% possibility, they would die. In this case, we learn that not only the amount but also the duration matters. For instance, it was recently discovered that red mullet that was hunted in Eastern Mediterranean Sea and sold in the market contained 18 mg arsenic per pound. Actually, almost all sea creatures contain arsenic, which proves that the things coming from the nature do not have to be always good or healthy. This turning to the nature is one of the nonsenses detox people fall for. So why don't we die when we eat red bullet fish? Because human body can tolerate 1 to 10 microgram arsenics per body weight every day. So unless you eat 284 pounds red mullet, you wouldn't die. On the other hand, that is not the only harm a substance can do to you. If a person is exposed to more than 0.02 microgram arsenic per body weight regularly, they are likely to get dermatitis, neurological disorders, and liver cancer. According to the studies, the amount of arsenic in the red mullets we eat corresponds to 5 millionth cancer risk, and according to the US According to the studies, the amount of arsenic in the red mullets we eat corresponds to 5 millionth cancer risk, and according to US Environmental Protection Agency, if the cancer risk in foods exceeds 4 millionth, it is regarded as risky. Therefore, when we analyze a toxin, we need to check daily safe limits as well. Luckily, we can ingest arsenic from our bodies, or since we can ingest extra water, in order to experience water intoxication, we need to consume an absurd amount of water in such a short time. However, for instance, mercury can accumulate constantly in the body by turning into methylmercury or the effects of ionizing radiation. So how do you think our bodies detox the effects of these toxins in reality? For instance, when you drink alcohol, which is such a toxic substance in terms of LD50 value we mentioned earlier, our liver turns it into acetaldehyde. We learn something new here. Toxicity can change from a cell to another. For instance, the same acetaldehyde molecules could be far less mortal for your skin cells. So our liver removes this fatal acetaldehyde from the body by transforming it to carbon dioxide and water. That's why if you consume excessive alcohol, the risk of getting more than 100 liver disease, including cirrhosis, increase, because the amount of acetaldehyde which is formed is more than the liver can process. Even as paradoxically, that might be the reason for consuming a controlled little amount of alcohol to be beneficial. Since alcohol activates detoxification enzymes in the liver, those enzymes could be more active to eliminate other toxins as well. Yet the benefits and damages of alcohol is the subject of another video. Don't forget to turn on the notifications in order not to miss. We can only add this here. Broccoli, which is praised the most by the fake detox people, has a really similar mechanism. Broccoli has a little cyanide as well, and that cyanide fastens the process of toxin elimination by activating the liver. Yet if you drink excessive amount of alcohol or start doing drugs, you need to meet medical detoxification. When your cells become addicted to alcohol or drugs, they become unable to do their duties without getting these substances. Therefore, you have a permanent need to get alcohol or drug. When you want to get rid of this, you need to start detoxing under the control of doctors. The problem is, while the liver removes these alien substances from the body, the cells become unable to function properly and the problems which we call as withdrawal symptom starts appearing. In clinical environment, some medication is used like benzodiazepine, barbiturate and naltrexone in order to repress these symptoms. It is provided that the patient receives regular consultancy. This detoxing is not such a simple process, yet unfortunately millions of dollars is spent on these alternative detox applications every year, even though it is known that they are useless. And this rubbish becomes widespread. Let me tell the absurdity of the industry and how much it is a money trap. A science team reached 15 different detox product suppliers in 2009 and asked them the definition of the word detox. None of the producers could define what detox was. None. Instead, they mentioned rubbishes like losing weight thanks to nanosilvers and such. They tried to sell their products to the surveyors. Aside from nanosilver has no meaning whatsoever, losing weight during detox stems from the limitations of having excessive liquid and correspondingly water loss happens. No one experienced permanent weight loss because of detox until today. The companies that the science team reached cannot show even one single academic article to back up their arguments. They are that far from the subject. If you do not smoke and do not have a genetic disease, if you consume a balanced amount of meat, fish, olive oil, cheese, grain, vegetables and fruits, and if you do exercise, probably your livers and kidneys are healthy. In this case, your body doesn't need an extra help for detox. Don't fall for such kind of money traps. Even if you do not do all of these and have an unhealthy lifestyle, there are even more beneficial institutions you can spend your money on. For instance, if you smoke, it would be wiser to do products that might be helpful to quit smoking rather than spend money on detox products. If you do not exercise, checking in a gym and of course going regularly would be more beneficial than thousands of detox cures you would drink under the sun. We can tell you this clearly. The possibility for someone who tries to sell you a detox product not to lie to you is zero. Those products do nothing. Like one of the biggest showmen and conman, P.T. Barnum said, there is a sucker born every minute. We advise you to stay in the light of modern science in order not to be one of those suckers. See you in the next video.